It's time for Story Revival. And today, we'll tell you a story about the festival of Adi Puram, a festival celebrated primarily in Tamil Nadu. Once upon a time, in a town called Sriviliputtur in Tamil Nadu, there was a man called Vishnu Chitta. His name meant one whose mind is in Lord Vishnu, and he was very devoted to Lord Vishnu. He served the Lord by making beautiful garlands that were offered at the temple every day. He went on to compose devotional verses for Lord Vishnu and attain sainthood. He then came to be known as Periyalvar, Alvar meaning a saint poet. One day, Periyalvar was at the Sriviliputtur temple when he noticed that there was a baby girl abandoned under a tulsi plant in the garden. Periyalvar didn't have any children of his own, so he adopted this baby girl as his own daughter. He named her as Goda and started bringing her up with a lot of love and affection. He also started teaching Goda how to make beautiful garlands that could be offered to Lord Vishnu. Goda became as dedicated to Lord Vishnu as Periyalvar and started making the most beautiful garlands for Lord Vishnu. One day, Periyalvar noticed that Goda was wearing one of the garlands that she had made. Periyalvar was enraged. Those garlands were meant for Lord Vishnu. Goda was not supposed to wear them before they were offered. Periyalvar snatched the garland and threw it away. Then he strung a fresh garland and took it to the temple for Lord Vishnu. But the garland kept slipping when it was put around Lord Vishnu's idol. Periyalvar tried many times, but the garland wouldn't stay. Periyalvar was very disturbed by this and he went home unhappy. That night, Lord Vishnu appeared in Periyalvar's dreams. He said, "Periyalvar, did you know that Goda wears the garlands that she makes for me every day, looking at her reflection in the water of a well? She does it because of her devotion in me, so that the garland looks beautiful when I wear it. And now I can only wear the garlands that she has worn first." Periyalvar realized that his daughter's devotion for Lord Vishnu was the purest of all, and himself started making Goda wear the garland before it was offered to Lord Vishnu. When Goda grew up, she declared that she would only marry Lord Vishnu and no one else. But how was it possible? Periyalvar was perplexed. Lord Vishnu came to his aid again in a dream. He told Periyalvar to prepare for a wedding between Goda and Lord Vishnu at the temple in Srirangam. When the day of the divine wedding arrived, Periyalvar took Goda, decked up as a bride, to the Srirangam temple. There, Goda offered herself to Lord Vishnu in marriage, and it is said that she disappeared into the idol at the Srirangam temple. It was then that Periyalvar realized that his daughter had been an incarnation of Lord Vishnu's companion Lakshmi. Goda then came to be known as Andal, the one who rules over the Lord. In her lifetime, Andal also went on to compose devotional verses for Lord Vishnu. They are famously known today as Tiruppavai. Andal also became an Alvar, a saint poetess, the only female Alvar among 12 Alvars. Andal was also installed as a goddess next to Lord Vishnu in the temple of her hometown, Sriviliputtur. Even today, in many temples, the tradition of offering a garland to Andal first and the same garland to Lord Vishnu continues. Adi Puram is the festival of the birth of the great Andal, and it is celebrated every year during the July-August time period. So that was the story of Andal and the festival of her birth, Adi Puram. We hope you enjoyed this story revival and will be back soon for more.